You know what time it is. It is what it is. Your boy Musa back at it again though. Today's video reaction is on this girl called Kaylee. Everybody check it out and find out what happened, bro. You feel me? But anyway though, if you guys enjoyed this video reaction, take a few seconds, subscribe, comment, like, and share, click the notification bell, and join the family. All is welcome. Show your love, show your support, bro. Some real level, man. I just want to show my love and support to you guys, man. I want to show my appreciation to you guys, man, for being consistent on my platform, subscribing, and showing me mad love, man. I know for the last couple of days I haven't been consistent dropping videos, but you guys have still be patiently waiting, man, bro. I'm telling you, I have a lot going on. I'm dealing with allergies, you know, somebody's here, so on and so forth, man. I just appreciate you guys a lot, man. But anyway, let's get it.
Is Kaylee. She's 19, she's a cheerleader for her college, and she has a boyfriend. This guy, Mark. And one day, Kaylee and Mark go to a music festival together. And before they go in, they take a bunch of, we'll call it rave candy. So by the time the music starts, they are feeling pretty good. They're
You see, this is what I'm gonna say. Anything involving those type of candies does not end well. Especially when you take those with party and drinking. I want to suggest it, man. That lead to bad disasters, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. So I already know this ain't gonna end well, man.
dancing, they're vibing and having a great time, but then they run into Kaylee's ex-boyfriend. And Mark, he can tell Kaylee is still into him. So he gets mad and he just like pulls her away from the conversation. And then suddenly Kaylee and Mark are in a fight. And it's not their first one, but this one is really bad. And Mark's like, "You gotta let that guy go!" And that is when Kaylee drops a bomb on Mark. She basically tells him, "I think I still have feelings for him." And this, of course, makes Mark even more mad, and
Why do females do this, bro? This is what I would say, man. Do not get into another relationship if you are not ready to move on from your ex. 100%. You know what I'm saying? But you have some of these girls where they jump to one relationship and they jump to another. And then they come back and say, "Well, I still got feelings for my ex." Bro, if you do, stay with your ex. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But don't jump into another way you go cause trauma to somebody else. Like, that's ridiculous, bro. You know, I'm not saying only women do that, men do it too. You know what I'm saying? On both sides. But in this case, Kaylee's situation, she did it. She should have known better.
it escalates the fight. And they're yelling at each other, and it's like killing the vibe. So Mark and Kaylee, they leave the festival. And they go and they get in Mark's Mercedes, and they pull out of the parking lot. And they're still fighting when they drive away. And then fast forward to a few hours later, and Mark's Mercedes pulls up to a hospital. And he starts flashing his lights, and he's honking his horn. And when the paramedic comes out, Mark's like, "My girlfriend isn't breathing, I need help." And so the paramedic runs over and opens the passenger door, and she sees Kaylee laying in the front seat. And she's mostly naked and covered with bruises, and she's not breathing. And Mark tells them she overdosed. So they rush Kaylee inside, and the doctors, they try and resuscitate her 7 different times. But unfortunately, it's too late. Kaylee is declared brain dead. So Kaylee's mom and stepdad, who we'll just call mom and dad, so they're called in, and mom and dad have to make an
Okay, so quick question. This is looking like domestic issue right here. Y'all took some candy. Some drinking's involved. Y'all got into a hard altercation, right? You got in the car, you left. How the hell does this chick ends up not wearing no clothes and has bruises? That makes no sense. And you tell me he ain't breathing, she ain't breathing? Come on, man. We all know what this is, bro.
incredibly difficult decision, and they ultimately take Kaylee off life support. Meanwhile, police, they take Mark into the hospital chapel and they ask him what happened. And Mark tells them they went to a festival, they took drugs and they drank, and that they got into a fight and left. But then he says that after they left, they drove to an empty parking lot and they parked the car and they smashed. And that it was consensual rough sex. And then after that, she OD'd on the drugs she had taken hours before back at the festival. And Mark's story makes enough sense to them, so they let him go. Until 3 months later, the autopsy report comes back, and it states that Kaylee was killed not by an overdose, but by blunt force trauma to the head and face. And ultimately, her death is ruled a homicide. So police, they immediately arrest Mark. They're like, "Rough sex, huh? Yeah, right." And here's his mugshot. And they charge him with first-degree murder. Oh, but it's not over, because 2 years later, Mark's case finally goes to trial. And
That's crazy. That's crazy. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video reaction, take a few seconds, subscribe, comment, like, and share. Click the notification bell. And join the family. Always welcome. Shoot love, shoot support, bro. But this story is just crazy, man. For real, man. I don't know, man. Because my instinct's telling me Mark did all this, man. Mark is guilty here, man. You feel me? Because, bro. And the cops, man, y'all didn't see the bruises on the girl's body or anything like that, bro. You feel me? Like,
they go through all the evidence and all the testimony, and then they send the jury off to deliberate. And then 10 hours later, the jury comes back, and they say, we can't agree on a verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, jury, I'm declaring a mistrial.
So the judge declares a mistrial. So they gotta try the case again and go through all this a second time. And Kaylee's parents, they're like, what the f***? Because they know Mark is responsible for their daughter's death. So while they're waiting years for the second trial to start, they decide they need to show the next jury exactly what happened that night in Mark's car. Now, Mom and Dad, they're not your average parents. Mom is a scientist and Dad is an engineer for NASA. So the first thing Dad does...
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, damn. That gotta hurt because your parents is so successful, all these fields, and they have one child and they expect, you feel me, like, especially the father, man. You have your baby girl and you expect her to, take your legacy and all that, and this happened to her. Bro, that's crazy. I don't know how any parent would feel, how they feel. I can't really say, man. That's crazy, bro.
Is he studies the autopsy photos and reports for hours and hours. And he focuses in on 2 specific bruises. A small circle right above Kaylee's right ear, and one on the other side of her head above her left ear. And then Mom and Dad come up with the theory that Mark pushed Kaylee's head and smashed it against the lock button on the car door. Then Dad builds a 3D model of Kaylee's head to test that theory. Oh, but Mom and Dad aren't done yet. They then go out and track down Mark's Mercedes, which Mark had sold that Mercedes to someone else years ago. But they track it down and they buy it from the new owner. So now they have the vehicle that the murder happened in. Then they hire a private investigator to help them film a reenactment of the crime. And they're using like actors and they film it in the Mercedes. I mean, they went all out. Meanwhile, they're all still waiting on the second trial to start. And this story is all over the local news. And Mark, he knows he looks guilty as hell. And he has not been very silent about all this on social media.
Wow, 75% of people think I'm guilty. That just means 75% of people in the world are gonna have to suck.
Bro. You know you did the crime, paid the time, bro. If you know you couldn't pay the time, don't commit the crime, man. You go on social media, come on, man. Your man's guilty, man, at this point.
Seems like a nice guy. So then about 3 more years go by, and finally they start the second trial. And the prosecuting attorneys, they are ready this time. And they go through the whole trial, and then the moment of judgment comes. And the jury leaves for deliberation, and everyone is on the edge of their seat because of what happened last time. And then, after a period of time, the jury comes in, and they give their verdict. They find Mark not guilty of murder. And Mom and Dad, they are instantly crushed. I mean, this is devastating. I mean, will justice never be served? But then the jury says something else. They actually do find Mark guilty of aggravated assault, which carries a maximum punishment of 20 years in prison. So then the judge ultimately sentences Mark to the maximum, and he gets 20 years. So maybe they did get some justice. I mean, it's not a perfect ending, but I'm sure Mom and Dad at least feel a little better. Shout out to Texas.
We just found it dead.
Bro, that nigga need life for that. And it's y'all too. Like, bro. Are you saying if y'all did an autopsy and the autopsy said she overdose is by, somebody putting hands, and it was only y'all two, you feel me? And you said the last person she saw was with you. You feel me? Y'all went to the parking lot. Then that got to be you who caused that issue. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. The justice system at times moves funny, bro. I'm going to say it moves funny, but RP to Kaylee, man, you feel me? She didn't deserve this, none of that. But at least some way they got some type of form of justice. I mean, a little bit. Not what they really wanted, but they got a little something, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, though, if you guys enjoyed this video reaction, take a few seconds, subscribe, comment, like, and share, click the notification bell, and join the family. Always welcome, shoot love, shoot support, man. You guys got any other videos you want me to react to, man? Guys, leave it in the comment section or message me directly on Instagram, bro. You feel me? Show me some love on Instagram. You feel me? Your boy trying to grow that platform up too. It is what it is, though. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video reaction, please subscribe, comment, like, and share. Click the notification bell and join the family. Always welcome. Shoot love, shoot support. Musa out.